Hockey Heroes Clash of the Titans featuring Wayne Gretzky and Mario Lemieux. Wayne Gretzky and Mario Lemieux are two of the greatest players to ever play in the NHL, and their friendly rivalry and competition with each other pushed each other to new heights. Although the players didn't have disdain or dislike for each other, their fans are very passionate when debating who the greatest of all time is. Those who are impressed by numbers will say that Gretzky was the greatest and most dominant player, but those in awe of pure skill and natural abilities will say that Lemieux was the greatest player ever. Wayne Gretzky entered the league first in 1979 as the Edmonton Oilers joined the NHL as part of the WHA-NHL merger. In his first NHL season, Gretzky was awarded the Hart Trophy as the NHL's most valuable player and tied for second in the scoring lead with Marcel Dionne with 137 points. Gretzky lost out on the Art Ross Trophy that year because he scored 51 goals as opposed to Marcel Dionne's 53, but in doing so, he became the youngest player to score 50 goals. Because of Gretzky's experience in the WHA, he was not eligible for the Calder Trophy, which instead was awarded to Ray Bourque. Gretzky won the Art Ross Trophy in his second season with a then record 164 points, winning his second straight Hart Trophy in the process as well. In the first game of the 1981 Stanley Cup playoffs against the Montreal Canadiens, Gretzky had 5 assists, a single-game playoff record. During the 1981-82 season, Gretzky surpassed the record that stood for 35 years, the 50 goals in 50 games mark, accomplishing the feat in just 39 games. He ended the 1981-82 season with records of 92 goals, 120 assists, and 212 points, becoming the only player to break the 200-point mark, a feat which he accomplished 4 times. Mario Lemieux came into the NHL as arguably the most hyped prospect in NHL history, as the 1984 draft was better known at the time as the Mario Lemieux sweepstakes. The Pittsburgh Penguins were in financial turmoil and were in danger of relocation when they had drafted Lemieux, and he single-handedly brought interest back to hockey in Pittsburgh. In his first season with Pittsburgh, Lemieux scored 100 points and won the Calder Memorial Trophy as the Rookie of the Year. He was named to the All-Star team and became the first rookie to win the All-Star Games MVP. The next season, Lemieux finished second in the league in scoring with 141 points, behind Wayne Gretzky's NHL record 215 points, winning the Lester B. Pearson Award, which is awarded to the NHL's best regular season player as voted by his peers. Wayne Gretzky had a major influence on the style of play of the Edmonton Oilers and the NHL as a whole, helping to inspire a more team-based strategy. Using this approach, the Oilers, led by Gretzky, became the highest scoring team in NHL history. Between 1982 and 1985, the Edmonton Oilers averaged 423 goals a season, when no previous team has scored 400. With Gretzky leading the way, the Edmonton Oilers won 4 Stanley Cups in 5 seasons from 1983-84 to 1987-88. The 1987 Canada Cup was a turning point in Mario Lemieux's career, with 11 goals in 9 games, his last goal which clinched the victory for Canada. By the 1987-88 season, Wayne Gretzky had already won 7 consecutive Art Ross trophies for leading the league in points. In the 1987-88 season, Mario Lemieux scored 168 points to win his first NHL scoring title. He also won his first Hart Trophy as league MVP and the All-Star Game MVP as well, after recording a record 6 points during the game. Despite Lemieux's success though, the Penguins finished 1 point out of the playoffs. They did, however, have their first winning record in 9 years. Wayne Gretzky was traded to the Los Angeles Kings in the summer of 1988, and although he did not win any more cups, he continued to put up dominant point totals. Gretzky's first season in LA saw a marked increase in attendance and a fan interest in a city not previously known for following hockey. The Kings now boosted numerous sellouts. Many credit Gretzky's arrival with putting non-traditional American hockey markets on the NHL map, proved to be critical in establishing teams in other parts of the US Sunbelt. In 1988-89, Mario Lemieux led the league with 114 assists, tied with Gretzky, and 85 goals for 199 points. He is the only player to approach Gretzky's mammoth 200-point total. Lemieux finished the season a close second to Gretzky in voting for the Hart Trophy and set several milestones and records in the process, becoming the second player to score 70-plus goals in 2 seasons. He also became the 4th player to score 50 goals in 50 games and the only player to score 13 shorthanded goals in 1 season. Led by Lemieux, the Penguins finally made it back to the Stanley Cup playoffs. Mario Lemieux led the Pittsburgh Penguins to back-to-back Stanley Cups in 1991 and 1992 and won the Conn Smythe Trophy in both of the championships. In 1993, Mario Lemieux was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, but returned to play after missing 2 months due to aggressive radiation treatments. With Lemieux back, Pittsburgh won an NHL record 17 consecutive games to finish first overall for the first time in franchise history, and the team's 119 points are still a franchise record. Lemieux scored at an incredible pace, notching a 2.67 points per game average, the 3rd highest points per game average for a season, behind only Wayne Gretzky's 1983-84 and 1985-86 averages of 2.77 and 2.67 points per game. Lemieux won his 2nd straight and 4th overall scoring title, finishing with 160 points, including 69 goals and 91 assists in 60 games to beat out LaFontaine by 12 points, despite playing in 24 fewer games. Between 1981 and 1994, Wayne Gretzky won the Art Ross Trophy, presented to the player with the most points during the NHL season, 10 times, and earned the Lester B. Pearson Award on 5 occasions. Gretzky tallied over 100 points in 15 professional seasons, 13 of them consecutive. When Mario Lemieux retired for the first time in 1997, he was already a first ballot Hall of Famer, becoming only the 9th player in history to have the mandatory 3-year wait period waived. Lemieux came out of retirement in 2000 and played until 2006, but his legacy had already been written before his first retirement in 1997. Wayne Gretzky retired in 1999 with the most points, goals, and assists in NHL history. He was such a prolific point scorer that he had more career assists than any other player had total points. By the time he had retired, Gretzky held 61 NHL records, which included 40 regular season records, 15 playoff records, and 6 All-Star Game records. Mario Lemieux's legacy could have been even better had it not been for his cancer diagnosis and injury issues throughout his career. When Lemieux retired for the final time in 2006, he was the NHL's 7th highest career point scorer with 690 goals, 1,033 assists, and 1,723 points in 915 games. He ranked 2nd in NHL history with a .754 goals per game average behind only Mike Bossy. He also ranked 2nd in NHL history with 1.129 career assists per game average and 2nd in NHL history with 1.883 points per game average behind Wayne Gretzky. Both players have had a profound impact on the game of hockey. Gretzky's exceptional vision and playmaking ability revolutionized the way the game was played, while Lemieux's sheer talent and ability to score in remarkable fashions left fans in awe. They were fierce competitors on the ice and played against each other numerous times, creating legendary matchups and left lasting legacies which continue to be revered in the hockey world. Which is the better player? If you are looking for a player who has a long and productive career who just so happens to be the NHL's all-time leader in all major offensive categories, Wayne Gretzky should be your choice. If you want a player who is a complete package as a player and was everything you wanted in an ideal superstar, Mario Lemieux would be your choice. Regardless of which player you pick, there is no doubt in my mind that Wayne Gretzky and Mario Lemieux were the 2 most dominant players to ever play in the NHL.